Hey, everybody, welcome back to my podcast. This is the Suicide Squad um, episode where I watched it twice. I watched it the first time in theaters. I watched it in HBO Max the second time, and I'm gonna say that this was actually a really good one. Actually, I really love seeing Harley Quinn back on the big screen. It's like the way that with her, for example, it's like for her, the fact that we last saw her off and in the Birds of Prey, her driving in her car and wanted to eat like her um egg sandwich, and she ended up back in task force X, which they will explain the more why particularly she was like back in jail or prison, or did she just do that like what led her to be there, just some things in this film are a little unexplained or unshown, basically like Bloodsport. He's basically like, he's Deadshot 2.0 basically, but he's a different backstory with him, his daughter, and fact that his daughter was stealing, and she was like kind of against him and everything. And reason why Bloodsport was in prison because he put Superman in the ICU, and that would be nice to see. And just it was mostly just for that. It was just more telling and not showing, and I feel like DC really needs to like show us more. You know what I mean? Like just show us why characters are certain ways and why they're in the places where they are. And not other than that, it's just everything. Most of the film is pretty well thought out. I love the introductions of certain characters. I feel like the fact that Amanda Waller won Team A and Team B. I feel like that's more, it makes it look um, more organized, and feels like the fact that that basically like they were like going to like, this beach, and then it just most of the squad just got killed off, and the film being all rated made it even more better. I actually find it, I feel like they were doing something really risky. The characters were going to do a mission that was so risky, and it feels like that's something I really wanted to see, and I just really enjoyed seeing some characters being killed off. Even though, like, at the same time, like, the reason why, for example, Captain Boomerang got killed off is, for example, when he got killed off, is that he is, like, we we kind of know him a little bit more. So it's kind of impactful for Holly seeing her friends get killed, but for the new characters, it's like, when we're freshly introducing them, it's not as impactful in a way. But even though the film wants it to be that way, because we see like characters like Harley and many Waller characters that we already know and knew, and kind of used to seeing the way they're all that way, the way they react to what's going on with the missions and all these things. And yeah, so it's basically what I'm saying is that it's it's a little different, you know what I mean? It's kind of like it's a little impactful in a way. Peacemaker, like in this film, he was a little really brutal with um in in the like fighting like the bad guys basically. And the thing with like him is that is that he wants to like be or feels like he wants to win a Bloodsport, and it feels a little interesting. It's a kind of interesting scene that the dynamic between those two characters really interact with each other. So Harley Quinn's doing something, and Rick Flag is doing something, and then we have the squad doing things, and then there's like a bunch of tension with everyone, and it's like that so many characters are over the place, and it all lines up eventually in the end, which I find really great, and with something that I really loved is that James Gunn, he truly does care about characters, and we see the polka dot man his the reason why he feels that reason why he's part of Task Force X is because he wants to be a hero, and then he has that disdain of his face, and then we get to understand him more, and then his his story, and then he sees his mom everywhere, and so like in a way it shows that there's he has his reasons for being who he is and what he's doing, and I actually really enjoyed that. First heard of Polka Dot Man through the Little Batman movie. I was like, what a character is that? And then actually it turns out that James Gunn actually made him one of the really great superheroes out there within the Suicide Squad. I mean, Ratcatcher 2 and King Shark, the friendship, the dynamic is like really spot on. I just really enjoyed those two characters talking to each other, and them individually actually really turned out really well done. It's kind of like where like you feel like they've been friends their whole life, you know what I mean? So I actually really love that, and King Shark was actually really cool in this film. I really love. I actually like this one more than the Flash one, actually, to be honest with you. But yeah, just it's more enjoyable and more brutal too. He wants to like eat. Like no, I see it. I see it. Yeah, yeah. I was entertained by the way Sylvester Stallone portrayed Teen Shark. Then we see Red Catcher 2, like her story with her dad, who's like Taiwa Waititi, and that's actually really surprising. I actually love that. We love like it's not interesting seeing characters the way James Gunn brought the characters into like we see the actual stories of the characters that he really truly wants to focus on, and understand that him doing the film where there's like so many characters where like we can't be focused on all of them too much. That's like to be like the sun. That like, every character has like the reasons to be in the story, you know, these things, and I feel like what James Gunn has done massively in a massive. I feel like something that what what James Gunn has done in masterpiece type of ways that he is able to balance and focus on the characters that matter to the story more than just focusing on characters, and he also the fact that he also focuses on characters as well that actually aren't too necessary for story. It really makes sense, and I just feel like that he brought actually of all films I've actually think this is actually one of my favorites that he's done. You know what I mean? Just he's the way that we understand these characters, and he puts that emotion within these characters, and and also he adds like a comedic level into it as well. So I feel like that's a really big step up with that. Just in DC Comics, we seen a little bit of comedy with Shazam. You know what I mean? So that it shows that comedy can be done in a really great way, and I feel like James Gunn really like brought that in within this film. And I just really love that he's actually brought like these characters into light. He really brought those characters to life. You know what I mean? Like it's a the name of Starro, and the the villain was like Starro. It's like also okay, you know, and too crazy. I thought he was like spin around too much. Yeah, Star. I just I didn't understand why Amanda Waller didn't want him to fight Stowe and you know what I mean? That was the purpose was just to destroy the building in Jotunheim and call it a day. It's a little weird in Amanda spot. Yeah, and then we see that the day the fight with the Peacemaker and Rick, he ended up Peacemaker turning up. Yeah, he ended up turning Rick, and then he was about to kill Ratcatcher too because the evidence stain because of what's going out there and the information about the Starro program thing. It already made the detection where when we see Bloodsport, right, him facing off with the Peacemaker that really intense. So it's very interesting, and the fact that we're doing a mini series of Peacemaker as well. So I don't know what type of storyline they're planning for the Peacemaker reboot, because is either do like revenge or anything like that, or is either to do something else. I mean, one of the things I found really interesting was like they were in the woods and trying that they were like killing people left and right, and then it turns out they killed the wrong people. Oh my gosh, that's insane. It shows that they're not really, I wouldn't say focused, but I would say the Suicide Squad, they are not really, I don't know, they don't communicate that well with others, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's interesting that way. One of the things I want to bring up is the Thinker, it's not, it's not like the Flash's DeVoe, but in a way I feel like this one, I feel like Peter Party really brought that character really, he did a good job of playing this character. I feel like he really understood what I feel like his character was necessary, and I feel like it was necessary for the story, and I feel like it made sense why they would use his character. The fact that his character is it's kind of like a scientist, he's trying to help people do research within the Starro program. He's dancing, and yeah, it was really upsetting seeing them be killed off. Yeah, in a really brutal way. Once again, I love Harley Quinn. Like the end of her wanting to go back up to that the place where she was like not I felt like in a way she was kind of captured, but yeah, she was captured, so she was like, I'd be captured then if you want. Like, she was funny. I really love that about Harley, is that we're so used to seeing Harley and do a really brutal light, and then we see her here, and the end of the spear. Was really interesting seeing her with something new, something a weapon that we never see her use before, and I don't read Harley Quinn comic books, but I we know that the bat and hammer things that her signature weapons, and it would be nice to see her with water states, but we had that in Birds of Prey. But yeah, I really find Harley fascinating in this scene, and in the beginning of her like her outfit is that a Harley Quinn one. Her common accurate Harley Quinn outfit was like really well done. I just really love that about Harley, and just one of my favorites about her. And yeah, just I don't know what to say, but yeah, this film is actually pretty cool as that scene. Now people will find it not a lot of people will. A lot of people have mixed feelings about this film. Is that in a way confused? Is it a remake, or is it a type of thing where that it's kind of like for some people it may feel like it's a reboot and a sequel at the same time, which makes no sense because we're seeing characters who are used to, and then we see dates moved on, and then it's like a fresh start in some way. So yeah, I understand why people feel a little confused by that, but overall I feel like this film would I feel like what James Gunn has done is really brought actual tension into this film, and really surprised us really well with everything. I just really felt like it was a great film to see. Yeah, that's I really 100% enjoyed this film. It was really fun to think about how these characters have how it's a bit more interesting seeing what is happened to these characters going forward in the DCEU, and hopefully they will hopefully we'll see Harley Quinn again real soon. I have a plan to do that. My next episode of my next podcast episode, I'm planning on doing a season 1 review of Superman and Lewis. So keep that in mind. We'll post when that season is over, and then we're going to actually I did 2 days ago, I think. It's Supergirl ended filming, so yeah, that shows that it's the end. The show, the final season will soon. So then I made a series finale for that podcast episode. I'll do a podcast episode talking about the series finale of Supergirl real soon, and I'm also there's not gonna be much podcast episodes this year, but I think it's just those two I truly have planned. I don't know if I'm gonna do Batwoman. I'm not interested in doing an episode on that, but if you guys really want me to, I'll let me know, and I'll think about it. You know what I mean? Only if you guys let me know. Overall, I think that's what I'm going to. I feel with that I'm going to end season 2 after the Supergirl thing, because I didn't start end this year, right? I'll look it up. If it ends this year, then I'll finish season 2 this year, and then I'm also I already mentioned this in my set channel, but I'm also going back to work, so I'm going to be busy doing much of. I'm going to be working, and then I have to do my certain videos, so I probably won't have time to do the podcast. Hopefully, all of you understand. Doesn't mean it's the end, you know what I mean? I'll do season 3 next year, and then who knows what I'm gonna do there. Alright, thank you so much for listening. If you're on Anchor, thank you so much for listening. I truly appreciate it, and if you're on YouTube, I appreciate you watching as well. And it's actually a lot of fun talking about this film because it was a lot of fun to watch. And like I said, I watched it twice already, and I do plan on watching it again. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. I feel like that's a good way to end it. Have a wonderful rest of your week. I'll see you guys real soon with Superman and Lewis.